Welcome to AP Workshops, welcome to a November 2024 workshop walk around. So welcome back to AP Workshops, welcome back to the one of the November 2024 workshop walkarounds. Effectively, what is a workshop walkaround? Say that when you've had a few beers. Basically, what we're going to do is show you exactly what's going on with the bikes that we've got in the workshop, the updates on the AP Workshops fleet, starting with this bike, the AP Workshops RS 457 race bike. Not race bike, fleet bike. My bike. Mine for the taking. I love it. It's absolutely great. Literally, 2 videos back, what we did was get a bit of a video on the upgrades that we've done on this bike so far, get a bit of an update. We've had quite a few emails about sort of front brake master cylinders, exhausts, that kind of the rear shock, I think, was gone. That sold within a few moments, because basically the rear shock on these are pretty dreadful. With that in mind, K-Tech, who are literally just up the road from where we are, came a couple of weeks ago, took the bike away, and I've got now in here the very first set, I think they're called IDS cartridge kits in the front to deal with the front end. Not cheap, but my God, literally, I've just even bouncing it in the workshop, you can tell the difference. We're going to be doing a video on this, a road test video on this very, very soon. The weather has been absolutely bloody awful. It is November, so the weather's been absolutely bloody awful. So we're not going to be doing that one. So literally, sit tight on that one. That one's coming. Next bike. So welcome to the next bike, the RS250. This is the AP Workshops RS Mark 1 RS250, formerly the Aprilia Performance RS250 Mark 1, until we got told to change our name.
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming.
We have done a few upgrades to this one as it goes. We've actually done brakes. Rich has just done some brake caliper work on this one to make sure that we were getting a brake leak from it when it was sitting around for a while. And we've put a Zealtronic engine management system on it. So a Zealtronic ECU, which controls the sort of ignition timing, the air solenoid timing, power valve timing, that kind of stuff. Kind of an antiquated bike with a modern system on top of it. Fascinating. It looks absolutely incredible when you can plug your laptop into a 2-stroke 250. So I'm so fancy. Could you taste this gold? That's what's going on with this bike. I absolutely love this bike. The 2-stroke thing's starting to take off in this workshop again. I absolutely love it. We love it. We're kind of proper into this kind of stuff. So next bike. So welcome back to the next bike. This is our for sale bike. We do have this. If you have a look on our website, www.apworkshops.co.uk, if you're going to the bikes for sale section, this bike is up there. The description of this bike, it's a 2003 Colin Edwards Replica RSVR. This bike is absolutely original. 2,500 miles from new, still got the same tyres on it from the factory. This is, I mean, an absolute collector's item, no questions whatsoever. Really super low mileage, great condition, completely complete. And by that I mean it's even got the original exhaust that comes with it, the sticker kits, the manuals, the sprockets, everything that came with that bike as new basically now comes with this particular bike if you were to buy it. So basically, if you're in the market for an Edwards replica, this is not a bad place to start.
It's beautiful. I've looked at this for 5 hours now.
This is Jimmy's RS250. The last video that we put out there was this RS250 Mark 1 Reggiani replica that we are basically doing a mild restoration on. The bodywork has gone away for paint. We spent pretty much an entire afternoon just going through the bike, finding out exactly what nuts and bolts need changing, exactly what needs doing to this bike to make it nice. We've got some original tyres. We've even managed to source, just to make this bike just the super trickiest thing ever, we've even managed to source basically an NOS rear sprocket. So Amber actually jumped across it and found it. It was like, we have got to have one of those, no questions. So that is absolutely cool. So Jimmy, I know you watch these videos. I hope you're well, mate. Good to see you. Just to let you know what's going on. We have got, like I said, some exhausts on the way for this. The bodywork's now been done. We've got parts and bits and pieces landing. I don't think we're missing many parts left, if I remember. Just a couple of, I think it's some nice levers or something that are coming for it. That's the only thing that's outstanding on this one. Next bike is basically Mel's Mad Tuono. We did some pretty crazy exhaust work on that, simply because this is going to be the most mental sort of Mark 1 or Gen 1 Tuono that you'll ever come across. Now what we've done is a Gen 2 cylinder head conversion, so we're doing some changes onto the exhaust to try and make this work, so what we've got to do is basically adjust the pipe work to compensate for the sort of rounded or the sort of oval exhaust flange on these rather than the rounded sort of Gen 1 flange. So that's some work going on to there, no questions whatsoever. So this is Derek's RF. This is basically just, this was giving him gearbox problems. So what we've got is, I know this has been sitting around for a little while, but we've actually had a problem getting hold of one gear. First time in a long time we've had a problem getting hold of those gears, but literally everything else is here but that one gear. So that one's on its way to us. We're kind of, I believe it's on the next shipment over from Aprilia for us with that one, but that one is on its way. That one's nearly done, so no dramas whatsoever. Next bike is the Futura. This is done now. That was, I mean, for some engine management work. The Futura is quite a strange bike, or quite a unique bike. This is a Futura and the Capenord run a Sagem engine management system rather than the Denso systems which came on the Gen 1s. Slightly different engine management system, dealt with in a slightly different way, but that one's all done, ready to go, no problems. So the last three bikes in this little lineup, we have got Ben's Norton's bike here. So Ben's in hospital. Ben, we found out the other day, mate, that you were not very well. Hence, you are not talking to us. Literally, I get you. No problems, mate. Listen, get well soon, mate. That is, that's rough. So, so look, I'm glad you've emailed. I'm glad we've got comms on emails and stuff like that, so we know that you're safe. We know you're okay. But look, your bike's safe here. We run it up the other day, no problem. Still running and starting great. It's ready for you when you're out of hospital, okay? Take care, my friend. Be safe. Look, get well soon, okay? Then we've got Amber's bike. Amber's glorious bike. Okay, if you want the full rundown on this particular bike, then you just go back to the Cadwell videos, have a quick look at the Cadwell videos. But this was the bike that was found in a garage that had been sitting there for 12 years and had done absolutely nothing but sat there for 12 years as it goes. So look, that's you on the phone, sorry, Matt's got you. Literally, it'd been sitting there for 12 years and Amber completely stripped it, completely rebuilt it. She's a Call of Duty fan, hence the colour and hence the graphics on it. Amazing bit of kit, lovely. And my 660, my Heritage Series 660. So basically this is, I don't know if you've not seen this before. If you're a regular viewer, you'll have seen this before, no questions. But basically this is my own bike, my RS 660. This is number one, this bike that we did in our Heritage Series. The Heritage Series, and I'm going to start sounding like a salesman. The Heritage Series. Modern bikes with a classic twist, that's how it sounds. That's the spin, that's the little hook there, that's the line. But basically this is a replica paint job of Max Biaggi's 1995 bike. Okay, so the Chesterfield colours with the little yellow stripes, so we could work out what was going on with it. Literally, that's got full K-Tech throughout it, full arrow system. It's my bike and I absolutely love it. Okay, so the next bike is the SP. For those of you that have been around for a little while, you know every now and again we just spend a little bit of time restoring or basically building back up basically a basket case. This bike was literally just pretty horrid when we got hold of it, no problems. This is an RSVR SP. This is number 142 of 150. Beautiful paintwork. The bike's been gone through from top to bottom. It is absolutely glorious. We've even had to have parts made because the SP's got special parts. So the actual dog bone linkage or the suspension linkage on the back was broken, so we've got new ones in stock now because that needed dealing with, no questions. It was just all broken up. But we've gone through it from top to bottom. The guys in this workshop have worked long and hard on this particular bike. But now this bike, if you are in the market for an SP, it is on our website. Have a quick look, www.apworkshops.co.uk. Have a quick look in the bikes for sale section. It's not cheap, but it is an absolutely gloriously beautiful bike. Okay, that is good. That is good. And here in the background, I'm not gonna disturb them because they're working, but this is Andy's bike. So there's Andy in the corner. Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. and his bike. He's still here, basically. The bike's still here. This is an 04 version of the Tuono Racing. So this is the second year of production. The only difference between the first year and the second year was graphics change on the inlet trumpet. So basically there. Different coloured indicator lenses, and it had no race kit. Other than that, it's the same incredible bike. Slightly different frame number, obviously, but same incredible bike. That is a gorgeous bike. Rich has been going through that all day and making sure that's okay, because this bike's been standing around for a little while. That's gorgeous. That's going to be fantastic when that goes. Next. So a little something extra, a little something different. As you all know, that we are in this building, two-stroke vans. And this here is an engine from a TZ250 Grand Prix bike that we've got for our friend Nat. Nat basically works with us. Nat's the clever guy. He's the guy that does the websites, and he's the clever guy. He's the guy with the brains. You know, we kind of fix the motorcycles, and Nat does the brainy bit. And basically, this is a TZ250 engine that we're going to be using on the Classic Bike Track Days events next season. This is a TZ250B engine from 1991, chassis number 3YL, in case you know. I don't know, there's people out there that know what I'm talking about. But this is going to be in for this is in for a complete strip rebuild to make sure that it's fresh and ready to go for when we've got next season. So that's it. That is what we've got going on in the workshop. There's the bikes obviously up the top, but we've been banging on about those for years and years and years because they haven't moved. So that's it. That is the workshop walk around. Listen, there is a few things I'd also like to talk to you about. Fab Fridays, 5% Fab Fridays. They're still going till the end of the year. The only time that's not going to be a thing is Black Friday, which I believe is the last weekend in November, where we've got basically, we will be doing that. We will be advertising it. Watch what's going on. And I know Ross has come up with a advent calendar thing, hasn't he? Watch this space. Keep your eye open. www.apworkshops.co.uk. I know I keep banging on about it, but it's all there. No problems, no questions. Keep an eye on that one. If you want to support us, don't forget, have a quick look at some clothing, t-shirts, hoodies, fleeces, hats. It's all there. It really, really helps. It's all really, really cool. And I just want to say, anybody that walks around with that kind of gear on, as well as you being mad, absolutely off your rocker. Thank you so much. It's genuinely, completely flattering to watch this kind of thing go on. It is amazing. We've still got mugs, that kind of stuff. Have a quick look on the website, no questions. It's all there for you. I just want to say a massive, massive thanks as well to our helpers, ARAI helmets, GB Racing, Motul oils and RST clothing. You are the best. And like I said, without this, we couldn't do anything. If you want to get in touch, please don't forget, get in touch, sales@apworkshops.co.uk. To all of you, thank you so much for everything, for making my dreams come true. Thank you. Take care of yourselves, and we'll talk to you soon.